You won't believe what happened when a billionaire master of Tai Chi challenged a single dad, a battle-hardened veteran, to spar, just for fun. What started as a playful match turned into something no one in the room expected, something that left the crowd in stunned silence and, more importantly, left behind a lesson about life, healing, and the strength of the human spirit. Stick with me until the end, because this story carries a message you'll want to remember forever. And if stories like these move you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, because we bring you true tales of resilience, kindness, and humanity that will inspire your heart every single time. The story begins with Jack, a veteran father in his late 30s. His life after service had been anything but easy. Years of duty overseas left scars on his body and deeper ones in his mind. He had returned home with a limp in his step and memories he wished he could erase. Most days, Jack worked 2 jobs, one as a mechanic in the morning, and the other as a night guard, just to provide for his young daughter, Lily. His greatest fear wasn't the memories that haunted him, but the thought of failing her. Lily was his whole world. Bright-eyed, always humming little tunes while drawing with crayons, she was the sunshine in the storm that Jack's life had become. Still, he couldn't help but feel the weight of loneliness and the quiet judgment of the world around him. People often saw only a struggling single dad, not the sacrifices he had made. One evening, Lily begged Jack to take her to a free community event in the park. A famous billionaire philanthropist named Mr. Chen, known not only for his immense wealth but also for his lifelong dedication to Tai Chi, was hosting a public demonstration. Mr. Chen was in his 60s, graceful and calm, with eyes that carried both wisdom and kindness. People adored him not just because he was rich, but because he was approachable, living proof that wealth didn't always steal humility. The park was buzzing with music, laughter, and the rustling of leaves as Mr. Chen flowed through a series of Tai Chi movements. Every step looked like poetry in motion. The crowd, large and diverse, watched in awe. And then, with a smile, Mr. Chen addressed the audience. Tai Chi is not about fighting. It's about harmony. It's about balance between strength and peace. Would anyone like to spar with me, gently, for fun? The crowd chuckled nervously, eyes darting to one another. No one dared step forward. But to Jack's surprise, Lily tugged on his sleeve and whispered, "Daddy, you should try." Jack laughed, shaking his head. "Sweetheart, I'm not," but her hopeful eyes cut through him. Something about her faith in him, so pure, so unshakable, pushed him past his hesitation. Slowly, Jack raised his hand. "I'll give it a try." A murmur ran through the crowd. A limping single dad veteran stepping up against a billionaire Tai Chi master? It looked unfair, even foolish. But Mr. Chen's eyes softened as he gestured Jack forward. They bowed. Jack stood stiff, his soldier's stance rooted in discipline, while Mr. Chen seemed to float effortlessly. At first, it was awkward. Jack's movements were sharp, rigid, built for combat, not dance. Mr. Chen moved like water, flowing around Jack's strikes with ease, redirecting instead of resisting. The audience expected Jack to be embarrassed. But something magical began to happen. As the sparring went on, Jack's breathing slowed. His tense shoulders loosened. Mr. Chen, with every redirect and gentle smile, seemed to be teaching him something beyond technique. Jack wasn't being defeated, he was being guided. The rhythm of Tai Chi began to quiet the storm inside him. The crowd noticed too. They had expected a clash, but instead, what they witnessed looked like 2 souls speaking a language without words, the steady, calm harmony of yin meeting yang. At one point, Jack stumbled. His limp made his body betray him. But before he could fall, Mr. Chen steadied him with a gentle hand, whispering so softly only Jack could hear, "Strength isn't about pushing harder. It's about knowing when to let go." Jack froze. Those words sank deep. For years, he had pushed through everything, his pain, his grief, his loneliness. He thought being strong meant never breaking, never stopping. But here, in the middle of the park, with a stranger's steady hand keeping him upright, he felt something shift. When the spar ended, the crowd erupted into applause, not for who had won, but for the beauty of what they had just witnessed. Jack bowed deeply, his eyes glistening, while Lily cheered the loudest. She ran to him, hugging his waist, saying, "Daddy, you looked like a hero." Mr. Chen placed a hand on Jack's shoulder. "Your daughter already knows the truth. But if you ever want to learn more, about balance, about healing, my doors are open." For the first time in years, Jack smiled without forcing it. That night, he and Lily walked home under the soft glow of streetlights, her little hand gripping his heart lighter than it had been in a long time. Jack didn't just spar with a billionaire that day. He sparred with his own brokenness, and found peace in the most unexpected harmony. And maybe that's the lesson for all of us: strength is not in carrying the heaviest load, but in knowing when to breathe, when to let others guide us, when to find harmony within. So, if this story touched you even a little, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to be reminded, no matter how heavy life gets, there's always balance waiting to be found.